Courtroom 12C buzzed with quiet tension. The case had garnered local attention. Another young black man accused of assaulting a police officer, another word-against-word narrative with everything on the line. The defendant, Darren Cole, sat calmly at the defense table, dressed in a charcoal gray suit, a navy tie knotted perfectly beneath his collar. He wasn't a stranger to high-stakes situations. At 33, Darren was a respected software engineer, entrepreneur, and founder of ColeVision, a tech company that specialized in AI-powered security systems and surveillance architecture for commercial and government properties. But today, he wasn't the expert. He was the accused. According to the prosecution, Officer Brent Hollinger had responded to a supposed disturbance at the Smart Grid Tech Hub in Midtown Atlanta. Hollinger claimed Darren was acting suspicious, refused to comply, and became aggressive, allegedly striking him during the altercation. "I feared for my safety," Hollinger had testified, eyes locked forward. "He rushed at me. I had no choice." Gas had echoed when the body cam footage shown by the prosecution was mysteriously cut off just before the critical moment. The defense's objections about the missing timestamp were overruled. But Darren was patient, quiet, ready. When it was his turn to present evidence, he stood with a slow, measured confidence. "Your Honor," Darren began, "the prosecution has provided only partial footage. I have the full video, unedited, from a separate angle." The courtroom hushed. Darren inserted a small flash drive into the court's media system. The screen lit up with high-definition footage from the security camera perched in the corner of the building's main lobby, hardware designed by Darren's own company, installed just 3 months prior. The angle was wide, the audio crisp. It showed the full encounter from the moment Officer Hollinger entered the building to the minute he handcuffed Darren roughly and forced him to the ground. What the footage revealed was stark. Darren had greeted the officer calmly, presented his credentials, and explained that he was the lead systems architect overseeing a server maintenance update. Officer Hollinger had dismissed him, raised his voice, and shoved him without cause. There was no aggression from Darren, only professionalism and an attempt to de-escalate. The footage continued, showing Hollinger glancing toward his body cam moments before it went dark. The courtroom shifted. A juror covered their mouth. The judge narrowed his eyes. "Mr. Cole," the judge asked, "you installed this system yourself?" "Yes, Your Honor," Darren replied. "It's AI-triggered, time-stamped, and cloud-backed with immutable encryption. It cannot be altered. And I have chain of custody documentation for every second of this footage." The prosecutor sat back in silence. Hollinger's jaw clenched, a nervous tick twitching near his temple. Within hours, the defense rested. The jury needed less than 90 minutes to deliver their verdict, not guilty on all counts. The judge ordered an immediate review of Officer Hollinger's conduct and recommended an internal investigation. Outside the courthouse, a crowd had gathered. Cameras flashed as Darren stepped into the sun, his suit crisp, his posture tall. "People like me are too often presumed guilty before we speak," he said. "But I work in truth. My code doesn't lie. And today, neither could theirs." The story went viral within hours. "Tech genius clears his name with his own footage," the headlines read. Civil rights groups praised Darren not just for clearing his name, but for exposing the systemic flaws in law enforcement testimony. But Darren didn't celebrate. He returned to work the next day, walking into his office beneath the words stenciled across his company's lobby wall: "Truth is our firewall."